Greetings, fellow Gorehounds, and welcome back to another Blood Splattered unboxing. I'm the Horror Guru, and today we got ourselves yet another Horror Pack. Now, for those of you who don't know, Horror Pack is a monthly subscription service in which you subscribe to them, and then they send you a pack of Blu-rays every single month. So if you're the kind of person who loves to collect yourself some physical media, then this is the pack for you. Now granted, it does come with some risks. Some months are better than others, and of course, you run the risk of getting duplicates for movies you already own, but as long as you're willing to take that risk, you might get some diamonds in the rough. Now, full disclosure, Horror Pack actually contacted me personally and asked if they could send me this pack specifically so that I could review it in a video format, so I'm gonna assume this is probably one of their better months regardless of whatever's in it, because why wouldn't they put their best foot forward? That just makes the most sense. So whatever you do, don't take this as the standard for what every month is gonna be like, but do take it as an example of what one of the good months could be like. And now with that disclaimer out of the way, let's see what's inside this pack and whether or not it's any good. Alrighty then, so here we go. All right, here is the first movie. Oh, all right, guys. We got a good one already. This is Crimes of the Future, which was a David Cronenberg movie that came out a couple years ago and was one of my favorite movies of that year. So it's about a future in which humanity has evolved to eat plastic. And the movie itself follows a guy who does these like art exhibitions in which he performs surgery on himself for everyone to watch. It's a really weird movie. And I loved it. And it's also kind of a film noir. Check it out. I think you'd enjoy it. If you want to see my vlog on it, I will link it in the description below. I really love this movie and I highly recommend it. So thank you, Horror Pack. Alrighty then, let's move on to the next movie in the pack. Let's see what we got here. Oh, backwards. Ooh, it looks like we got Titane, which is a French horror movie that came out a couple years ago, was also one of my favorite movies of that year, though I think they were both different years. Crimes of the Future, I think, was the year after this, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, this movie is about a serial killer who has sex with a car and may or may not be pregnant with that car's baby. And if that sounds like a movie you're interested in watching, you should check it out. I will also link my vlog to this movie in the description below. It should also be known that that description only scratches the surface of how weird this movie gets. It's pure body horror, baby, and I loved it. So thank you, Horror Pack, and let's move on to the next movie in the pack. All right, let's see what we got here. Alrighty then. Ooh, I'm already liking this. Aha! Wormwood Apocalypse. Now, I haven't actually seen Wormwood Apocalypse, but I have seen the original Wormwood, which came out like in 2014 or something like that. We did a vlog on it. I'll link it in the description below if it's still up. And if it's anything like the first movie, which was an Australian zombie apocalypse movie filled with humor, gore, and a ton of action, then I'm gonna have a blast with this one. And I honestly can't wait. Thank you, Horror Pack, and let's move on to the final movie in the pack. Alrighty then, so far, this is definitely one of the good months, but again, remember my disclaimer. They most likely sent me one of their better months, so chances are next month might not be as good, so just be warned if, this is enticing you to subscribe to it. Anyway, let us get to the final movie in the pack. Alrighty then, so apparently this is a movie called Rave. I have never heard of it. I've never seen a trailer. I've obviously never seen it. Let's read the back and see what it's about. All right, the local underground club is shutting down, but not before throwing one last party. Mimi drags her nervous friend Lena along for a night of alcohol, ecstasy, and dancing. But as the night nears its end, more and more of the partygoers become affected by a strange infection. As people start to deteriorate in the goriest ways, Mimi tries to find her way out through the club's neon-lit corridors and dark back rooms. However, surviving the night is only the beginning of this hallucinogenic descent into body horror hell. Well, there was a lot of buzzwords there that got me excited. I do love hallucinogenic horror movies. I do love body horror movies. And of course, I do love horror movies that include
descents into hell.
So I'm definitely looking forward to watching this movie for the first time and seeing if it's any good. Who knows, maybe I'll do a vlog on it at some point. Time will tell. Anyway, my fellow Gorehounds, that is the horror pack that Horror Pack itself sent me. Obviously, there's at least 2 movies on here that I love and I wanted to own but didn't yet, so I'm excited to finally own them. There is a movie that I was excited to see but haven't seen yet, and now I have no excuse. And there is a movie I have never seen or heard of before that now I have a chance to check out. So I'd say all in all, a pretty win for this month. A pretty win for this month? What the hell do I mean by that? What I'm trying to say is that obviously this month's pack was really fucking good, but again, remember, they most likely sent me their best foot forward, so just be warned before you subscribe yourself. I think I've said that like 3 times by now, so I've done my due diligence. And with that said, my fellow Gorehounds, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you're notified of my videos immediately upon their upload. And if you made it this far into the video, then I want you to comment below, and be sure to comment below using the hashtag #BodyHorror, because I'm pretty sure that was what the theme of this month's pack was, given the movies that were included. So, use the hashtag #BodyHorror, that way I know, that way the whole world knows, that way Count Jacula, wherever he is, knows that you watched this video all the way through. And with that said, my fellow Gorehounds, peace out, and I'll catch y'all later.